Hey guys, this is Karthika Kantwal from Apex Finserv and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session. Well, today was a good trading day for us. We had a couple of target hits on the equity side and the indices, well, they moved more or less exactly as I told you guys. I told you guys zone break hota hai, so you can go for longs, zone break, simple directional trades, and they worked out really nicely. Now moving on to the trades, the new trades for tomorrow's trading session. Starting with the first one that we have is Piramal Enterprises PL, wherein we are going to go for a long position simply because, as you can see, it has broken the lower high formation that it was making. It has broken two consecutive swing highs, which it had in the past. So we're going to go at the previous resistance turned support now at 1260, stop loss at 1245, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to the next one that we have is MFSL. So we are going to go with a short position at 635, stop loss at 643, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the next one, Oro Pharma. Now Oro Pharma, again similar to PALE, it has broken a consecutive swing high and it has now made a smaller higher low formation, as you can see. So we're going to go along at the pullback at 786, stop loss at 778 and ideal targets 1% on the upside. The next that we have is Bharat Forge. Now Bharat Forge, the levels that we have are pretty far away, but that is only because of lack of quality entry points near the current market price. So rather than compromising on your quality of trades, we'd rather have fewer triggers, but if we have a trigger, it would pretty much be a high precision trigger. So we're going to go for a long position at 440, stop loss at 434, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to Lupin. Now Lupin, we're going to go for a short position because, as you can see, it has failed to break the previous swing high. Similar was the case with not similar, it is pretty much the exact opposite the case that we had in Oro Pharma and PL, where they broke the previous swing highs. Lupin has not been able to do that, so it is pretty weak when compared to the others of the same sector. So we're going to go for a short position at 1030 at the previous resistance point, stop loss at 1040, ideal targets 1% on the downside. The next one that we have is Apollo Hospitals. Now Apollo Hospitals, we're going to go for a breakout trade because we have something similar to a pennant or a flag formation. It is still remaining. There can be a bit of a corrective retracement to follow, but we're going to go for a long position above the break of the previous swing high of 2100. Stop loss at 2080 and ideal targets 1% on the upside. The next one that we have is Escorts. Now Escorts, again, we're going to go for a long position at the resistance turned support now of 1270 or 1270. Stop loss at 1255 and ideal targets 1% on the upside. The final one and one of the rare participants of the watch list that we have is Tata Steel. Tata Steel, we are going to go for a short position. As you can see, it is similar to a rounding top as well, wherein it has just broken the neckline. So we're going to go for a short at the retracement of that very neckline at about 373. So stop loss at 378 and ideal targets 1% on the downside. Pretty far away, but let's see. Now moving on to my favorite part, the indices, starting with Nifty. Now for Nifty, wrong chart, starting with Nifty, right? Now for Nifty, again, it has closed at a zone. I told you guys yesterday that 11,000 is going to be the decisive point. If 11,100 is zone was broken on the upside, you can go for long positions there, and if that is broken on the downside, you can go for a downside position there. And today, as you can see, it gave a big up move from 11,100 to 11,238. That is almost 138 points. And if you were consistent, you could have, not consistent, but if you were aggressive, you could have caught about 75 to 80 points very easily on Nifty. Now for tomorrow, we have a new zone of 11,250-ish. If that is being sustained on the upside, you can see again 11,350, 11,400. If that is not being sustained, you can expect to see Nifty to make an attempt to make a small corrective retracement up to 11,150, 11,160, where the new zone is, other demand zone is, and then again move on its way upwards. As you can see, there's a golden cross happening too. But that's again indicator driven confirmation, so not giving it an important priority. Now when it comes to option chain, we have immediate resistance at 11,300 with 668,000 added contracts, significant at 11,500 with a hefty 1.3 million added contracts. On the support side, we have 11,200 with a massive 1.4 million added contracts, and significant support at 11,100 with 1.6 million added contracts. So the support is very strong on Nifty, whereas the resistances are more or less shaky, or at best 70 to 80% of the strength of support. The PCR comes out to be at 0.7, which is again slightly bearish, but nothing that you need to worry about in particular. Moving on to Bank Nifty. Now on Bank Nifty, we have, similar to Nifty, a closing near the zone of 21,700. If that zone is broken on the upside, you can expect it to reach anywhere between 20 to 100, 20 to 200, and if it moves as it did today, then we might even see 22,500 soon. The intensity of the move on indices is not really carried in such a successive manner over a couple of days, so I'm expecting Bank Nifty to stay between 21,800 and 21,400 for tomorrow. I might as well be wrong, but just a hunch. Now talking about the option chain, we have resistance immediate at 21,700 current market price with 128,000 added contracts. Significant at 22,000 with 168,000 added contracts. On the support side, you have immediate support at 21,500 with 433,000 added contracts, and significant support at 21,300 with 299,000 added contracts. The PCR comes out to be at 0.83, again in the bearish territory, but nothing to worry about in particular. Now these are all the charts that I had to discuss with you guys for today. I hope you guys have a green exciting trading session tomorrow. As usual, if you want all of these charts, don't forget to check out the Telegram channel @ApexFinServe, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment something nice, and press that bell notification icon too. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good night. Bye.